Hey folks, a lot of you have been asking what gear I will be taking with me on my trip across the United States this fall. And so today we're gonna get into all of that. If you haven't been following along, I'm turning a Tesla Model Y into a mobile recording studio slash camper, and then traveling across the United States and collaborating with all sorts of folks on my way. You can learn about it at collabacrossamerica.com. This video is sponsored by Jackery. This is the Jackery 1500 Explorer series. This is a giant off-grid battery, and I also have some 100-watt solar panels that they were nice enough to send me and get me on my way on this crazy, crazy trip. That will be the powerhouse for all of my equipment. So all of the music I make and everything will be powered by the Jackery. So thank you, thank you, thank you. More on them a little bit later. But if you want to check them out, click the links in the description. Please support them because they are supporting me. But let's get into it. This is all of the equipment that I have so far, which is basically everything I need for when the car comes to do the remodel, the rebuild, and renovation for this Tesla Model Y camper slash mobile recording studio. I'll just start right here. We have my 6-gallon water tank. This hose, that plugs into this little faucet, which is has a battery and is USB powered. This is an electric lighter, so you can actually charge that. And you'll see I've opted to go with the electric version of heating elements and power and all of this. I may regret that, but this is an electric lighter that I can just plug right into the car or one of my batteries and charge that and have a flame. Here we have my sink, which is nice and flat. Pops open, which is very nice. And we have all of my knives and the knife roll, little sharpener. And then this is a cutting board that folds down. And then I have just 2 pots and pans for the Duck's Top induction surface. I've been actually cooking on this exclusively for the past few weeks. And I've also tried it with the Jackery battery, even when I'm in here in my house, just to get used to how much energy it actually uses. If you want to, say, boil some water, that takes a specific amount of energy. You can do it quickly with a lot of energy, or you could do it slowly with a little bit of energy over time. It's the same amount of energy to boil that water. So I was just testing it with the battery to see really how much energy I'm actually going to be using to do something like boil a pot of water. Moving on, we have this little table that folds out, really nice. I don't know if it's 100% necessary to have a table like this, but I feel like it's gonna come in handy. Next, because they're here, I've got the solar panels, which if you saw my video where I did some vlog music, which by the way, go check that out, I'll link that, where I wrote a vlog tune that is royalty-free, copyright-free. You can use it in anything you want. I used these and showed how they work, but these are the big 100-watt solar panels, and I have 4 of them from Jackery. Again, thank you, Jackery, for sponsoring this video and this project. They're not small by any means, but they do fold up almost flat, and so I think I can store them in some pretty tight places. I just want to be careful that I'm not bending the panels. So this is my refrigerator. It goes right into a 12-volt, car jack, or into my Jackery with the regular plug, or into grid power in that way. And then these are technically food storage bags, but I have them for all sorts of stuff. These big ones could be used for wet clothes. These are like military grade smell lock bags. And I can just imagine being in such a tight space that wanting a bag that's gonna keep smells in or out is gonna be necessary. And then this is actually my zero waste bag from before, but these are to-go containers, so metal containers for food storage. If I go to a restaurant or something and you don't wanna use their bags. This is the Starlink satellite internet satellite. So there it is. And you want to be careful with it. You're not supposed to touch the front or put anything on top of it. And so I got this case to make sure it stays protected. This is the bass, the metal bass for it. I got this, it's the Chord Pro. This is the actual big, I don't know what it is, 20-foot cable that I really don't need that much usually, and it usually just gets in the way and gets really, really tangled up. And so now it will not get tangled up. Next we have a keyboard. This is a 49 key Native Instruments Complete Control MIDI controller. And I'm really, really happy with the size. I'm really happy with the key feel. I've been using this exclusively for about a week now. So I like it. I'm excited to try to fit it in my car and have it swivel in a way that allows me to play it or tuck it away. I don't know how that's gonna work yet. Another thing is I have these giant speakers right now. They're the Tannoy Reveal 802s. They sound great, I love them. I've had them for 8-9 years, but they're too big, can't take them with me. So I got these PreSonus, what are they called? Eris E3.5s. They are small, and they sound a little bit small, but not as small as they look. I've been actually very happy with them. These are Lucy brand lights, and they have a solar panel on the top, so you can charge it by just leaving it out. And then we've got some lights here, and if I turn it on, got 3 brightness settings. And so now I have these string lights that I can put in the car, but what I think I'll end up using them for is when I get to a campsite to kind of light up my tent or light up the area around my site. And then I have this, which is a big string of LED lights. I'm sure you've seen things like these before, but they have like the remote where you can change the color. They were very inexpensive. I plugged them in. They seem to work okay. I don't know, it's just an LED strip. Okay, so this is, first of all, shout out to My Mute bags. Not just for mutes anymore. In the back I have a bunch of these connector pieces for audio jacks. And in the middle I have all my USB cables, and they are tied up by type. So, you've got the USB-C, you got the lightning cables, you've got the older ones. This is how to connect my big DSLR camera to a suction cup window or roof. And then we have this one, which has a little bit of everything. We've got different microphones on this side and connectors. This is a wireless mic, a bunch of XLR cables, a bunch of audio cables. This is my MXL V67, really nice for vocals. And so I'll be using that one, I believe, as my main vocal mic. And then I have this, which is what I use for my trombone, which is my Royer 121 ribbon microphone. I've got a Shure MV88 that goes into the phone directly. That is where all of these little field recorders go, which I use for pro audio when I'm away from my interface, which I am right now. From there we have a GoPro with lots and lots of different connectors. I have a few different battery types. There's a longer lasting battery, which I found out last time is necessary. My iPad, which I read sheet music on. And then this is my page flip, which actually turns the pages with a pedal. To the Jackery. This is the Jackery 1500 Explorer series, and it comes with this cable box, which I have now filled up with all of my cables. So I have the cable for my refrigerator. I have the cables for all the different variations of this. So you can plug this into solar panels. You could plug it into the wall. You could plug it into your car jack. So I have all the different kinds of cables and extenders and adapters, and they fit nicely in here. But the Jackery 1500 has been perfect companion for me. It charges very nicely with the Jackery solar panels. I wouldn't be able to cook on the cooktop. I wouldn't be able to have a refrigerator. I wouldn't be able to use my piano. I wouldn't be able to make music. All of this stuff relies on this thing right here, the Jackery 1500 Explorer. If you want to support this channel and Jackery, just check the links in the description and check out Jackery. The quick combo of the Jackery and the Starlink satellite means I have high-speed internet anywhere in the world, and that is pretty epic. So Thank you, Jackery. This is awesome. Again, click the links in the description and check out more about them. And to wrap it up, we've got some hand percussion, a melodica. This is where I have my slide grease and mouthpiece brushes and all of that good stuff. Do I really need jingle bells everywhere I go? Probably not. Do I need a tambourine? Absolutely. The plan with the trombones is to take my signature model trombone. That's gonna be awesome to have, and I'm not leaving without it, but I would really like to also have a bass trombone. The plan is to try to get the bass trombone as well as a few different mouthpieces so I can kind of play stuff that is orchestral on it with a smaller mouthpiece. And I'll probably take the soprano too, just because that is small enough to kind of fit in a crevice somewhere. So that's everything I will have in just a couple weeks. Oh, I also have the Focusrite Claret interface. Right now it's plugged into the computer. This is, this is everything. So thanks for watching, wish me luck. This is a crazy thing. Again, it said September 17th is when the car is delivered. I'll be building some shelving into it and testing stuff out for a couple weeks, and then I will go on the road. Go to collabacrossamerica.com to check out the day-to-days. If you want to see an extended version of this video and all sorts of behind-the-scenes stuff, go to patreon.com/classicaltrombone. Thanks again to Jackery for sponsoring this video, and I will see you all real soon.